If you haven't already, please subscribe and tell all your family and friends. Today I want to talk about how, sometimes how your parents come home and they're really tired. Well, there's a way where we can fix it. You can help your parents cook in the kitchen. There's some things that we can do. For instance, there's this video I want to show you that I'm helping my mom make nachos. And I hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, welcome to Maya's Bay Area Story. Today I'm going to help my mom cook. That's like one of my favorite things to do in the kitchen is cook. So today for dinner we're making nachos. So we already grounded up the meat. If you use ground turkey, you can use all types of meat. You can use ground turkey, you can use chicken, but anyway, we're just going to use ground turkey as our meat. And this is the special spoon my mom uses to stir it up after it's cooked. But she uses this spoon for when it's raw meat. And we like this because it really helps when you push the meat down when it's raw. It helps to break it up, and you can cook with it when it's really it's pink, it's raw. And so you put this on medium heat and you stir it up, and then you put some seasonings, and then you use that to stir it, and it should look like that. Beautiful, right? I'm gonna work on the side because I'm too young to work at the stove. So I do the stuff that are on the side. So I'm gonna show you how to cut up a lime, because that's what we like. We like limes. So first of all, you're gonna put your palm like that and rub it gently. It helps loosen up the juice and bring it together. You don't want to do it too much like you're squishing it. You just want it to get a little bit soft. Now I have a knife. You have to wait till you're a little bit older to use a knife because you don't want to cut yourself on this. I have a cap to protect me when I'm not using it, and also when you cut it, make sure that if someone's talking to you, you will look at them and then go back, because you don't want to cut your fingers if you look at them and cut. So make sure you listen to them, then after you resume cutting. I'll also show you a technique where you cut it and you don't hurt yourself. So you're gonna put your fingers like this. Oh, I have to take off the cap. Not forgetting. You're gonna put your fingers like this. Make sure you wash the lime. And you're gonna cut it in half this way. Do not cut it when it's full together. Do not cut it this way, because think of it as this is the belly button. You don't want to cut it this way. You want to cut it this way, because you want it to be in quarter size. Then you're gonna flip one over, cut one straight down the middle. Then you go hold it together, then straight down the middle again, but this way. And now they're little quarter size. And so I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Then they should be quarter size. And there's 4 on each side. So 4 plus 4 equals 8, 5 little slices. So I have these cute bowls that we bought at the local farmer's market. I have green ones, so the green is for lime. So I put my lime in here, nice and fresh. Now we're gonna move on to the avocado. This is my avocado. I'm gonna show you how to cut this avocado to make guacamole. Before I go on to the guacamole part, I am gonna tell you about this cutting board. I love this cutting board, and I think that this is great for starters, because you see these legs right here, and on the other side too. This helps the cutting board not to slip around and move. And so it helps to stay sturdy, so when you're cutting or anything, it won't move all over the place. Now let me get into cutting. So I'm gonna show you how to cut an avocado. It's very important. So remember, this is the belly button of an avocado. And instead of cutting it this way, because the seed's in the way, we're gonna cut it this way. You wanna cut it not so deep, because you'll hit against the seed. And so I'd rather you do a little bit, make it you can see a cut, but not go all the way. And so, cutting this avocado, let me see, all the way. You want to match up the lines too, so it doesn't get awkward. Then, what you're gonna do, you're gonna hold your hands together, you're gonna twist, and then voila. I also have pre-cutted avocados, so I already cut it earlier. And so how you're gonna squeeze them out is you're gonna hold them like this, and you're gonna squeeze it in the bowl. And it should all just flop right out. You wanna get everything, every little bit in there. And then you should always have a scrap bowl with you so you don't have to go back and forth to the garbage can. Just put it in there. And then with the seed, you can either use it with your hands or just push it and then it will come out. I'm just gonna push it and come out and see if it will come out, because it will come out anyway. And then I will take out the seed because we don't want the seed in the guacamole. So I'm gonna mush it. And I'm gonna get out that seed, come on. I'm gonna use my hands. You want, if guacamole sticks on it, just scoop it off. And then you're gonna put the seed to the side. So, now I have all my avocado in here. I'm gonna add one of the lime quarters I cut up earlier. I'm gonna squeeze it in. It helps it not get brown. It helps it to stay the color it is. Now I'm gonna put it in my trash bowl. Also, the secret ingredient is, it's not anymore, but we add mayonnaise. It helps it get really creamy. And I love mayonnaise anyway. So, I'm gonna squeeze it into the spoon. I think this is good. Dump it in. Now I'm gonna mash it up and mix it all together. First you wanna mash it up to get it, soft. And that's why you should have soft avocados, because it really helps when you make it. So I'm just mixing it together. It's getting really creamy. I'll show you what I've got so far. It's getting better. It's smelling amazing too. Okay, now I think it's there. Now I'm gonna add my seasonings. What you need is salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. Sorry. And you need a half a teaspoon of all of it. And I'm gonna pour it into my beautiful guacamole. Make sure I get all of it in. Now I'm gonna mix all the seasonings together. It also helps, the seasonings help bring out its flavor. So I'm gonna mix it in really good. Make sure it's mixed in. Now I think all the seasonings are mixed in good. So before I serve it on the table, I'm gonna make sure it tastes good. So I have moon chip with me, and I'm gonna taste a little bit of that avocado. It is so good. I love it so much. It has all of those amazing flavors in it. The avocado, the lime, the mayonnaise, the seasonings. It helps the avocado get really creamy and good. And some good avocados too. And so this is what it looks like when it's done. Now we move on to the cheese. First, before we grate cheese, I want to talk about safety and how you have to be really careful. You don't want big cheese, you don't want small cheese, you want a block of cheese. Because if you don't be careful, this is really sharp. And you don't want to cut your finger. That's not good. And we're using a box grater, so it has a handle right here to grate. I have Monterey Jack and sharp cheddar. And why we blend them together? Because they go really good together. So I'm going to do a little of each. You want to do it from the farthest side and move your fingers out the way. I like to switch over so it's even. Now I'm going to move on to the Turk cheddar. So this is what it looks after we grated all the cheese. I'm going to put some of it in this cute little bowl, and some of it I'm going to give to my mom so she can make her lovely cheese sauce that goes on top of the nachos. So I'm going to do it. This should be good. Now I'm going to save the rest for our wonderful cheese sauce that's going to be coming soon. Now I want to introduce you to everything we're having today. Our guacamole, our lime slices, our grated cheese, our tomatoes, our chips, this is cilantro and green onion. Our meat, the most important part, and the cheese sauce. It's so rich and creamy. So, yeah. I hope you enjoy your dinner too. I also forgot to point out earlier that before you start cooking, you should always wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. And before you eat too, so you don't have all those yucky germs on your hands. You have clean, shiny hands. And again, I hope you enjoy your dinner too. Bye!